What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video. So we got a new episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. continuing it on from last week, where the squad find Deke and Mack's father, Freddie, who is tasked with transporting the key component of the super soldier serum. It's a strong continuation from last week, and while I thought we could get a new time period each week, we're spending a bit longer in each time period. If you enjoyed the video, then please do drop a like and subscribe with notifications on if you want more. With that out of the way, let's dive in. At the start, Mack, Deke and Freddie are all on the run to make the drop. Freddie doesn't seem as innocent as he first made out to be, and I guess all Hydra people are inherently evil. He hides a super soldier serum with the Hydra logo in the booze, and I did like how Deke was credited with the invention of the walkie-talkie. Granted, they could not change Freddie's mind about pursuing his family's legacy or even kill him. He has to become exactly what he did in the timeline and go on to spread his seed and create Deke and Mack, who was on the World Security Council and an all-round just not very nice guy. Agent May has somehow been captured again by Enoch after turning into the grudge monster. She is at loggerheads with Enoch and does not seem to care that she has been out of commission for a while, or that she just plain out straight up died. Let's not forget with her confrontation with S.H.I.E.L.D. that she died. She flat out died there, so you'd think that she would kind of actually care about that. So I do not think that story is over whatsoever. Personally, I hope it is, and they doubled down on the time travel and history of S.H.I.E.L.D. storyline. The show has a bad habit of carrying on storylines when they should be over. Do you think she has been possessed by S.H.I.E.L.D.? It's likely, and I would like to hear your thoughts down below. Simmons is also still being shady, and the leading rumour at the moment for the series is that she is an LMD, and I have had a video on that last week on my channel, which you can check out in the description down below. With the crew on the run, or at least half hiding, the Chronicoms are still looking for them, and something is clearly not right with Yo-Yo either, as she saw the bottle drop and she did not use her powers. Granted, it might be just for the fact that she is, well, if she uses her powers, she'd be far too OP for this time and the pursuers, but still she seems very forlorn there, and there is a lot of stuff to unpack for her as well. A missed opportunity was when Koenig made his flaming cocktails, which personally I never understood at all. They just taste like paint thinner, but the flaming mo did look delicious. I thought he was going to use some 30s style ingenuity and set the pursuers on fire, but no, they decided to wander on and ignore him there, which was a bit of a stroke of luck for everyone involved. But the red dressed lady is still alive, and in an incredible stroke of luck, she had a globule of green on her, just as it turns out that she has been to Germany 6 times. And well, considering that this is 1931, then she is an integral part of the super soldier serum and getting it to the crew in Germany as well. This is the same serum that Abraham Erskine made and actually used on Johann Schmidt in 1940. I did love Simmons there making and working out what this thing actually was, and she is not putting up with any sexism whatsoever. Obviously that went wrong with him actually becoming even worse. Like I said, with Johann Schmidt, he did take it in 1940. It shows that Hydra was still active in the US before Deke and Mack, and is a big connection to the Red Skull-led Hydra, with the traditional kind of Hydra being people who sent them to the monolith, the sort of religious version of Hydra. Of course, there are many heads, and seeing these early connections is very, very cool indeed. Now, Freddie reveals that his dad actually failed and his mother retreated within herself. He says that this vial will change the world, which is a bit of an understatement, as it is the single most important part of the MCU. He's determined to be someone, and if it was a 22 episode season, it would be cool to see him evolve from a good meaning kid to a Hydra D-bag. Koenig actually was helping them, and well, if he's helping them in the past, then I can't help but think that this must surely change the timeline, just like Daisy almost does in the end of the episode. And I can't help but feel that this is just a bit of a plot hole, but I guess he was always going to assist in the creation of S.H.I.E.L.D. nonetheless. Daisy reveals to Deke who Freddie really is, which is kind of out of character for her, but I think anyone really would have done that regardless of the consequences. It's much like Barry going back in time for a noble act of saving his mother, or the whole baby Hitler debate. It's a very much a moral quandary, and this is her flashing back to her kind of firebrand days with Rising Tide and being a sort of ethical hacker there, and I did quite like that. The fight with Enoch and May was a hell of a lot of fun, and even foreshadows her not accepting Coulson as an LMD, as she seems to really hate robots or Chronicoms. The whole May Coulson thing will continue, and to be honest, I just really want her to be happy. And to be honest, it kind of undoes their amazing ending of them actually going to Tahiti, which I was really, really gutted about, and it was a natural end for their story. We find out from Simmons that the launch window for the time streams and to different threads in time, they're pretty much very off the cuff, and they could close whenever, and this does result in poor old Enoch being left behind. This is dangerous because other team members could be left behind. Enoch will probably be in the present when they return, but in the meantime he will help Koenig develop an early version of the LMD program, just like his descendants worked on there. And I expect that time will change there to compensate for these plot holes, because if they're talking about changing time, then there has to be some concrete things there at the end, because to be honest, a robot appearing in 1930s New York is a bit of a thing there, and it probably will change things, even if time is like wet concrete. That's a pretty big one there. In the end, they did succeed despite Freddie going on to deliver the serum and shooting Koenig there, just because he is a not very nice person, and now he is helping Hydra as S.H.I.E.L.D. now survives, and they move to Area 51, which is next week. It's in the trailer for next week, and they're going to be working with Peggy Carter's ex-partner, which is a really cool callback. There is some sort of satellite device that is integral in the trailer for next week, and we see some other versions of the Chronicoms as well. So we know there is an invasion coming, and I'm very excited to see where this goes and what part of S.H.I.E.L.D. history this actually is. It would be really cool, and I'm hoping it might be an early version of the whole Captain Marvel kind of working with a Tesseract. Yeah, maybe. I would like that at least, but let me know what you think down below. Overall, it was a very good episode, albeit just a bit rushed, but we are in the final season. There is no time for kind of extraneous characters having their stories really fleshed out. But we are in a new territory next week, so let me know what you think. Did you like the episode? And please do hit the subscribe button down below with notifications on, and please do like the video if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.